Yes. Marie saved €30 per month since her 18th birthday. If her bank guaranteed her a guaranteed interest rate of 4% per annum. 4% per annum means 4% per year. Everybody cool with that? Now, we need to find a monthly amount that increases your amount by 4% after 12 months. So, for example, if I invest €100 in your bank for 1 year, which is 1.04, I'd end up with €104. Everybody agree with that? I need to then, so €100 by 4%, it will make it 4% bigger, okay? Now, I need another number that if I multiply it by 12, if I multiply by this number 12 times, it will only result in a 4% increase. Is that okay? So how we do this is that we say x to the power of 12 equals 1.04. Is that okay? Then what do I do with 1.04? How do you get rid of the 12 on that side? The power of 1/12 or the 12th root of 1.04. You go to your calculator and you do the 12th root of 1.04 and you get this number here with all those decimals. See all those decimals? Okay. Now, out of interest, does anybody know how to store this? What do you press? What? Shift what?
Shift and then STO.
And? I don't think that's it, buddy. I think it's store, STO, alpha, A. Is that right? Now here's what I want to bring your attention to, okay? So an example is see the 12th root of 1.04. So it's 1.04 to the power of a 12th, or the 12th root as I did earlier. Okay? And what you do here is you go, that's 1.00327. You cool with that? Okay. Now what I do is I pick a letter. So I just go star. See the red letters? I'm going to call it B. And that stores it as number B on my calculator. It stores all the decimals. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, in this question, that's not necessary, is it? What do they want in this question? What do they want in this question? It's 1.00327. Is that alright? Now, what percentage is that? That's tens, units, tenths. It's 0.327 of a percentage. Would everybody be happy with that? What's that to 2 decimal places? So I will adjust this to I'll adjust this to 0.33. Is that okay? Now, see this number, 1.033 to the power of 12. Yeah? Now, if I didn't want to store that to 2 decimal places, what letter do I have that stored under? B. Now look at the difference and look at which one's more accurate, okay? So I'm going to do what the question told me, 2 decimal places, no bother. And it should be around the 104 mark, shouldn't it? Because it should add on 4%. So you multiply by 1.033 to the power of 12 and 0033, my bad, extra 0, too high. See 104? 3 cents off, isn't it? Okay, shh, quiet please. So that's, alright lads, 0033. Now, look, I'm going to use b to the power of 12 instead. Just go in here, and I delete it out, and instead I'm going to use b to the power of 12. Completely accurate, isn't it? Completely accurate, adds on 4%. Right, now that we've got that monthly amount, the monthly amount for this question doesn't want you to be that accurate. The monthly amount is 0.33 of a percent, which means you're multiplying by 1.0033. Is that okay? Now, here's where things get interesting, okay? the equivalent monthly rate of interest corrected 2 decimal places. We already got that. Keep doing it. That's the answer there, isn't it? 0.33. Find the value of our savings on our 21st birthday. How many years is that? 3 years. How many months is that? 36 months. Would everybody agree there's 36 months of savings there? Okay? Now, how many times does she lodge 30 quid? How many times does she lodge 30 quid? 30 multiplied by 36. She actually spends €1,080. But she's invested it for different amounts of time. So get this, okay? When it doesn't specify the start or the end of the month, what's the default? Start of the month. So what's her last payment? For argument's sake, say that her birthday is, January 1st. Make this really easy on ourselves. Okay? January 21st, what's it? January 21st. When's your last payment? When's your last €30? Your last €30 comes in at December 1st. How long was that €30 in the bank for? Kirsten? How long was that €30 in the bank for? 1 month. It only accumulated how much value? It only got upgraded once. What about the one you put on November 1st? How long was that there for? 2 months. Now, is that okay? And then the next one, we go all the way back. Your very first payment, how long was that there for? 36 months. Your very first payment was there for 36 months. Now, some of you has probably seen me do this. Some of you has probably seen me write this instead. 30b plus 30, that's the power 2 by the way. 30b squared plus dot 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 30b to the power 36. Everybody cool with that? Yeah. They mean the same thing. And I write at the stop, b is stored as d, b is 1 plus I, essentially. That's all I have to write. Okay? Now, what type of series is this? Geometric series. So, your final amount is a geometric series, which is a, what's it? Is it 1 minus r to the power of n?
Yeah.
All over? 1 minus r. Ready for this? Your final amount, what's the a value? What's your very first value in the what's your very first value?
30b.
What?
30b.
But it wants us to do it to 2 decimal places, so it's going to be 30 times 0033. Okay. What's our next value? 1. What's our r value? Anybody? To the power of? How many months are they there for? 36. All divided by what? Anybody? 1 minus 1.0033. That's rounded off to 2 decimal places as well, isn't it? Now look at our answer. We're going to have to throw all that into the calculator. God help us. What answer are we expecting to be bigger than? 1,080. Because €30 for 36 months is €1,080. We're expecting it to be somewhere between the 1,000 and 2,000 mark. Would that make sense? You're not going to make an astronomical amount of money, but you're going to make some money. So you've already predicted what your answer should be. So let's press the fraction button at the start and do 30 multiplied by 1.0033, and then take away 1 minus, what's it, to the power of 36, 1.0033 to the power of 36, close your bracket, all divided by 1 minus 1.0033. 1,148.54. Is that right? Or 55, technically speaking. Now, imagine I didn't want to do it this way. Imagine I just wanted to use my stored function in my calculator. Here's what it looks like instead. What's your A value? 30 big. What's your R value? Big. And all over. You tell me which is easier to enter in the calculator. Look at all those decimals I'm just after entering in, or I could just enter this instead. Saves time as well, and not dealing with all those decimals over and over again is absolute godsend. Will this be more accurate or less accurate than the answer we just got? Should be more accurate because you have it to more decimal places. 1147.98 is the real answer. But according to that question, they only wanted it to 2 decimal places, so there is a discrepancy. Is that okay? We all good? Alright. Now, this is an afternoon class, which means that I would like you to do, just the opposite way around, isn't it? So we'll do one of these, okay? Shh. Okay. This question is different. Alright, 5 years worth. So, we save a random amount of money at the start of a year. Okay? And we'll call B equals 1 plus I. Is that okay? B is equal to 1 plus I. Okay? So A, and what is I? We actually know I, don't we? What is it? Right. This is the amount you save at the start of the at the start of the 5th year. Sorry, I always get this mixed up. 0 to 1 is the 1st year, and 4 to 5 is the 5th year. So at the end of year 4, you save this amount of money, and it's there for 1 year only. Is that alright? What about the value before that? How many years was that there for? 2 years. And the value before that was there for how many years? 3 years. And then it goes all the way up to... You can write out all the terms this time because it's only 5 terms, isn't it? And then... Now, okay. Oddly enough, this is the last installment, and this part here is the first installment. Your first installment is there for 5 years. Your last installment is there for 1 year. I'm going to pause it off the video now. Alright, let's keep going. So, what are we going to do now, lads? Anybody? What type of sequence is it? It's a geo. Okay? And we wrote down the geometric sequence. Now, Sn is A 1 minus R to the n all over 1 minus R. What's your A value? A value, anybody? A times 1.09, yeah? And then our R value? How many years? 5 all over. Anybody? Now, here's what I want you to do. Enter the yellow part into the calculator. Sorry, the blue part into the calculator. And ignore that the A even exists. You know the answer. 6523.33. Okay? So what you get now when you lob all that into the calculator?
6.5238.
Oh, we did this last day, didn't we? 6.5?
6.5238.
23.
Yeah, and
A. What's one of them divided by the other one?
1,000.
1,000. A equals 1,000, doesn't it? Alright, that means you're spending €1,000 a month to get to that. Alright, there's A. Alrighty. 1.09. I need a monthly rate called b to the power 12, which will equal this. Is that alright? So b equals the 12th root of 1.09. b is effectively 1 plus I. So, you put the 12th root of that into your calculator. You go, no bother, you're my 12th root. Shift 12th root of 1.09. And then you go, no bother, store it. Stow B. B is now 1.0072. Happy days. Right. Just out of interest though, you do need it at the start. What's it? It's 1.00729, isn't it? So what does that make it? 0.729%. Is that okay? Now, yes. Yeah. Find the final value 1 month after the final payment of €200 invested every month for 24 years. Right. €200. Your last investment is there for how long? 1 month. Your second last investment is there for 2 months. And your very first investment is there for how long? 24 months. There is your geometric sequence. Everybody cool with that? What's the SN formula? A into 1 minus R to the N all over 1 minus R. And lucky for us, this becomes 200B 1 minus B. How many months again? 24 all over 1 minus B. No decimals, no nonsense. Straight into answer mode. I'm going to say this, decimals are for losers in this one. Alright? You don't want to do it, I don't want to correct it. It's win-win. 1 second. $5,257.31. Yeah, you can indeed. Once you specify what B is, you're safe. Specify what B is and you're sorted. Huh? Yeah, you can do, yeah, once you specify. Anybody get that? Oh. Huh? 8 as well. Gaffer, that work out alright for you? 0.31. Alright. Alright lads, next one. For those of you that did the videos, you're probably finding these quite easy now. I hope. These questions, essentially. Yes. Okay, George wants to make regular payments into the account that pays 8.5% per annum, compound interest, in order to have €10,000 at the end of the 7th year. Find out how much you must invest at the beginning of each year. Okay, your 10 grand needs to be equal to, just call it A, will we? Our last investment will be there for how long? Last investment is there for 1 year. Second last investment is there for 2 years. And finally our initial investment is there for how long? It's there for 7 full years, isn't it? This gets really easy. You're investing a sum of money. You start, so the red line is your start. Why? How do I know that's the start? Because it's there for 7 years. Your last investment is made at the end of year 6. This is your last investment, and it's only in the bank for 1 year. Okay? Default is it's always invested at the start, never the end. Okay? What type of sequence is that, Charlie? The geometric. How many, what's the end value? How many years or how many payments did we make? 7. You okay so far? Now,
How do you know that you don't have to do the 1.085 to 1 over 12?
it doesn't give us the monthly amount. It's asking us for the monthly amount we invest. While question 7 told us we were investing 200 every month. This one doesn't have that. Okay? So this one gives us the final amount and asks us to find the monthly amount. Okay? So it's A into 1.085, 1 minus 1.085 to the power of 7, on 1 minus 1.085. Killian, will you give me the number for that? Just this stuff here.
9.83.
9.83.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 10,000 divided by 9.83.
1,017, 22 cents.
A equals 1,000 and
17.
point
2 cents.
3 cents.
23.
23 cents. Anybody get there before me? Probably not. Alright.